Good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here. She would summon up. She and she. Yishlam Care of Zoom. Our second shir, Mr. Berura Hilchas Natilas Yadayim Simon Kufin on Tess. We are in
30th of June.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Very good. I believe we're in. Did we mark down which Sif Cotton we stopped in there? Have a marking? I think we're in Chav Bay, Nun. I think we're in Nun Bays.
Well, we were in Chet, and I have Nun Gimel. That's where
Nun
we should
Gimel.
begin.
Okay, very good. So let's start. Let's do a review. We have to review the Mechaber. Let's review the Mechaber. Okay. Let's start again from yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it says, "Imiknis yadav l'toch kli shel mayim, v'shikshech yadav bahem, makeli l'chubar l'karka lo alta lo nitila." Okay, so what is, if one puts his hands in a keli, in a vessel of water, and he shakes them from it, I guess from them. If the keli is attached to the ground, he has not fulfilled the tila, washing. Okay, going on. Imeino mechubar lekarka, yeshomim she'alta lo netila, yeshomim she'lo alta lo. Okay, so let's see. And if it's not attached to the ground, some say that he has done Natila, and others say no, he has not done it. Rishat echach yachol lismoch al divrei hamatirin. And I guess in an emergency, he's able to smoke out of way. He's supported by the words of those who permit it. Oh, okay. The im achar kach nizdamein lo litol b'derech netila notel below bracha. And if afterwards, nizdamein lo, not sure what nizdamein is. Forget again.
Nizdamein means that it would have the opportunity, or it would occur to him in situation.
Okay, so it would occur to him to wash on the path do Natila, no tel below bracha. He should do it without a bracha. Okay. So Nun Gimel says, let's see, Yeshlo Rim Shalta Lo Natila. Some say that he should raise up to do Natila. Okay, to wash his hands. Okay. The lo be'inyan mayim ella kishior revi'it. Okay, so what? And
you don't. How much water do you require? The standard amount of water to wash with is always going to be a revis.
Okay, which isn't that much water, really.
No, really, it doesn't take that much water, right?
Okay.
We use much more water than is really necessary.
Yeah, much. I'm looking at my washing cups by the sinks, and they're much larger than revis.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. We would have difficulty washing with a revis. We wouldn't know how to wash properly with a revis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because everything has to get wet. All the knuckles and joints.
Correct.
Okay. Let's see, the kit I'm sorry, mamash chashiv l'didahu v'koach shofech svira lahudelo b'inan b'netilat yadayim. Okay, okay. The Kenitila. So what when one really does Natila, Mamash,
Well, that's when you need the release. That when you actually doing a washing, you're actually doing a washing by pouring over mamish, possibly through korach shoifer. Then it's considered that he is be able to he's utilizing the what they call the korach shoifer, the the power or the action of actually pouring the water. You have to take into consideration the actual pouring of the water. That the Yin Shomrim hold that even if it's going to be you have illuminated Mayam Elarukushia, the only thing required for the water is revis. Yishinitl mamash when you're actually doing the actual washing. Possibly too. What's called shayfik surele, the low me'inin minute. Low me'inin minutilas yadayim. The korach shayfik, I mean, that's the whether or not you need it to actually be poured or not is a question.
uh-huh. Okay, very good. Okay, and then Nundalid is, let's see, oh, okay. And some say that you don't have to raise your hands, I guess, raise them. Okay. V'afilu yesh bahem arba'im sa'ah v'hatam. So arba'im sa'ah, that's a lot of water, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite a lot of water, right?
Okay. And the reason, Tom, Mishum de va'inan koach shofech sheyitain al hayadayim v'davka v'kana'ah.
Right. You need to, according to this opinion, you need to have actual pouring of the water. It's not enough to immerse your hands into even a mikvah. We said 40 sorry, even to a mikvah. It's not enough that you actually immerse your hands and purify your hands. You could go into if you go take you do go to mikvah and you toivel your whole body, right? That's not going to help you for washing when the tilos yadayim for motzi, right? That's not going to help you. Go to the mikvah and then toivel your whole body. So now you can come out and eat bread without washing. No, going to the mikvah is one thing, and washing for netilas yadayim is another thing. It's true that the netilas yadayim is considered that your hands become now pure, and certainly the body. And along with the body, the hands become pure if you go to the mikveh. But that's not what's required for the washing of hamotzi. For washing of hamotzi, you have to wash with the kli, and even if it's a minimal amount of a revis, that's going to work. Whereas if you go into a whole mikveh and toivel yourself in the mikveh, it's not going to help. That's not what is required over here.
Okay, but not required for hamotzi. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's do now. Okay, we come to did nidaminan l'kidush yadayim the mikdash the kaim alon the pasul l'bo hayadayim mitoch habior k'deita b'zivachim.
Right, right. That even though that we will compare it, the Kaddish Yadayim, that you want to Mekadesh your hands, the Mekadesh Karmelan the Psul, the Bol Yadayim. If you have to Mekadesh your hands, it's puzzle to go put your hands into a mikveh. That's not going to help.
Okay. Okay, so Nun Hey, Rishat Hadachach, sort of in a pinch. Kigon she'ein lo kli acheret, ukli zo eino yachol l'tala. Okay. If you're in a pinch, for example, there's no other vessel, and this vessel isn't able, you're not able to do Nechila with this vessel. Okay. Then
Right.
Vav, let's see. Vav says,
Good Vav, right?
Yachol, let's see, Yachol Ismoch Al Divrei HaMatirim. Okay. Yachol Ismoch, V'taz Hevi B'Shem Rashal Decholech Al Zeh V'dato D'gam B'Shat Hatchach Ein Lismoch Al Zeh B'chol HaPoskim V'chein Mashma Mehagra. Okay, so what the Taz brings is in the name of the Rashal, the Cholech, this decision, and in his opinion, the gun, and if you're in a sort of in a pinch, Ein Lismoch Azeh. This is not. Oh, this isn't supported. Oh,
You can't rely on this. Even that
rely on this.
that even in an emergency situation, even b'shas techak, even in an emergency situation, ein lismo kalza, you cannot rely on this opinion. The kol poskim cholkin that all the authorities argue on this opinion. Kain mashu ben hagra. That's also mashu from the hagra.
Okay. Let's see. So v'nireh da'afilu mishe yirtzeh lismoch b'shat hadachar lahakel k'divrei hashulchan aruch mikom hakom lo yivarech al netilah zo. Okay.
Yes, since all the poskim argue on this halacha, you can't rely on it even in an emergency situation. And in here it seems a few mishi yirtzu smoke b'shasat l'chak lahakil g'divrei shulchan aruch, even one who wants to rely on an emergency situation to rely on the words of shulchan lo yivarach al netilah. You cannot make a bracha on this netilah. What's that? You cannot make a bracha on.
Oh wow. Okay, so you can't make the bracha. Matzati shegam hagraz v'chaye olam v'chaye adam. He's another commentator. Hiskimu kain od katvu sheyochal az al yedei sheyikroch yadav b'mapah.
Right. So came at Sati, I mean, you should don't make a bracha on such a netila. And I found furthermore in the Graz that the Rav Shulchan Aruch and the Chayodom Haskimu Kain, they agree to this. Further, because they write that the Ikila Yochel Az bi Yadav. And if he wants to eat bread, he should put gloves on, wear gloves on, or hold the bread in a towel or a napkin and eat it that way. But really, it's apparent from this that this type of a even in an emergency situation, this is not a proper way to wash your hands in terms of um, according to the halakha.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah.
Then I never heard that one. Okay. Nun Zion. The notel below bracha.
Again, we're talking about putting your hands in the in a, the but, yeah, because you don't have what they call the koah sofa. You don't have any pouring in this case. There's no pouring.
Uh-huh. Okay. The Shema halacha ha mikilin ukevar yatsa al yedei ma sheshich ladabahem l'shem netilah.
So the Maskah, even the Shulchan Aruch says you should wash this way, but without a bracha. Mashma halacha the mekilim. It's mashma like the halacha is like the lenient ones. Ukavar yotzadei al yedei zeh masha shikuk yadav them l'shem yatila. And it's also apparent that you're, with the shikuk yadav, the shaking of your hands, you're yotzi with this the natila.
Oh, yeah.
That brings us to the Machaber, right? Brings upstairs to the Machaber.
Okay,
In Tet.
Mechaber on Tet. Okay. Chavit sheyesh ba mayim manicha bikra no, I'm sorry, birkav notel mimena liyadayim. Okay, so you have a barrel that has water in it. And it has a spigot resting
Right,
on
so
it.
you have a barrel, and you have no, you have a chavis, a barrel that there is in it water. Menicha al burcha, and it's resting on your knees. I guess it's a small barrel, can't be a big barrel, resting on your knees.
Oh, wow. And it's resting on your knees. Oh, so it's resting over your Chav's knees. But now tell me, man, and from it you can do until you're dying?
Oh, so how is this working out? Chavi sheish bo mayim, you have a barrel which one menichin al baruch is listing on his knees. Notel, and then you can pour from it to your hands. So im ayin motel be'aretz amayim melachim mimeno, if it's resting on the ground and the water is pouring out from it, o sha'omdos b'mayim, standing in the water.
So if it's resting on the ground,
The water's pouring out from it. Oh, show this and it's standing, and the mayim is yotzi very connected, and the water's coming out through a hole in it. No, so you put your hands there. Lo also lo until this is not going to help. This is not going to be considered to be in the tefillah.
yeah, because that's similar to just like washing your hands in a faucet, basically. But not with a cup.
Right.
Okay. The imhaita
If it has a spigot to it.
right. Okay, so it has a spigot. Banekev, the chesira, the kibel, hamayim ayadav, hashiv, shapir koach gavra, the tzarik chachazira, ulchasira, bechol, sheficha, usheficha. So it has a spigot.
Right, so if it has a spigot on it and the water or the water's coming out through it, and you have the water pouring out of the barrel, and you put your hands there and you wash your hands, that's sharper. That's korech. It's considered korech. It's considered human intervention involved here. But surat azir lasiru, they call sweeper, and you have to be careful to open and close the spigot for each time you do the washing on each hand. You have to open and close the spigot, and that'll be okay.
Okay, very good. Ashkaya.
Okay, fine. We'll go over the Mishna Berura on this tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Lou. Both have a very good afternoon, and I hope to see you tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
Okay, very good. Be well.
Sure. All right, thank you.
Rabbi.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you,
Okay.
Mayor.